Testing. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream. I'm finally back from the Pioneer RC I attended in Dallas. Technically I've been back for a while. I need some time to recover. Lots of walking, lots of talking, lots of Magic being played. But today I am back. We're going to be running into Standard, because now I don't have to play Pioneer, I don't have to play Explorer. We're going to hop in with this Rakdos aggro deck, which after the bannings I think is probably where Rakdos should be. I don't know how you do the whole mid-range thing without a Fable. But this is very similar to a deck that my team and I played in San Diego. We had Fables instead of Swiss Spears. But basically the idea was just being really aggressive, really maximizing what Shieldred and Archfiend can do with Reckless Stormseeker. And then over in the sideboard we have some Duresses, we have Cut Down, the 4th Cut Down, a couple of Furnished Punishers, some Wax. I kind of want, actually, some Lithomantic Barrages. I might, let's see. Yeah, let me swap out this Cut Down for a Lithomantic Barrage. And then maybe one Whack as well. It's really good against Ravine. We also have Soul Transfers for Shieldred, Glistening Delugers for Mono White, Furnace Punishers if we see people running Grixis with greedy mana, and otherwise it's pretty simple. So I figure we'll hop into some games and maybe we can talk about the RC a little bit, or just, you know, hang out, chill, play the game. We're going to hop into Standard Ranked Best of 3. Against Ricard Okasu. Yeah, we're still in Platinum after the rank reset a couple weeks ago. I haven't been playing a whole lot. This hand looks, it's a little sketchy. On the draw, I think it's fine. Not having anything for turn 2 Commander to put a counter on is a little rough, but we'll see. Okay, Black Cleave is a nice draw. So ideally next turn we draw a Blood Tithe Harvester or a Hasty Vampire. We do not, so we're just gonna play out another Kumano. Looks like they're on blue-black something, so they're gonna be trying to counter our stuff. Hopefully we're aggressive enough to get underneath their counters. This is fine. We're trading a 1-mana spell for the 2-mana counter spell. Ideally they tap out for something here. They don't. Alright, and then I think we just jam. This probably gets countered. They're on mulligan though, I'm okay with 1-for-1ing. Yeah, this is fine. They have 4 cards in hand now. They play a Kaito. What do they do with this Kaito? Alright, so they turn off our Kumano, which is a little annoying because it means that we can't kill the Kaito. However, so we have a choice. We can either play out the Archfiend or a Stormseeker, and I think I like getting the Stormseeker down. It puts us on day 9, so if they decide to pass, they get punished. Now we have to decide if we're hitting Kaito or them. So Kaito's mine is to create a 2/2 colorless drone artifact creature token with Death Touch. Yeah, I don't think I want to deal with that, and I think next turn we're just gonna set up for a big attack with this Archfiend, hopefully. The core synergy of this deck, in my mind, is you do Reckless Stormseeker plus Archfiend to make this a 7/6 haste flying creature. Very impactful. Okay, so they do kill the Stormseeker. They're down to 1 card in hand. I think, again, we're just going to run the Stormseeker, and hopefully it connects with Kaido this time, and we can kill it so they can't just sit back and draw cards. Alright, Kaido down. They're down to 1 card in hand. 2 cards in hand now. Alright, and they just pass, which is awesome for us. I don't know what they could have in hand. It wasn't counter magic last turn to counter this. It wasn't a kill spell either. Just trying to run this out, see what happens. We're gonna give it haste and swing in. Cool, we just get to whack them. Alright, they concede, 1 game down. Going to sideboarding. I don't know what they're doing over there. It looks like some kind of blue-black control deck. Let's see, we saw, yeah, some counters, some kill spells. It could be some kind of roguey deck. But, and if that's the case, then I want, like, garages and stuff, but I didn't really see that. I'm just gonna bring in these Duresses and these Onyxilises. Cut Down did not seem to have any targets. Go for the Throat, we can probably trim a couple of them. I kind of want this Shieldred in, and I don't think... well, we'll trim on the another Go for the Throat. So these are removal as 2 Lightning Strikes, a Go for the Throat, and then a Soul Transfer. This might be rough if they do have creatures, but we didn't see any last game. It's one of the downsides to decks like this. If you kill your opponent fast enough, you don't actually get to know what they're on. Okay. Kind of a medium hand, but we get to curve out 2, 3, 4. They're on the mulligan again. That's a pretty good draw. We'll play our Springs. And then I think I do just run this out. Like, it probably gets countered. But again, they mulliganed. If they want to trade 1 card for this thing, that's okay. Okay, Mastermind. Little punish for siding out a lot of our removal, but our Blood-Tithe Harvester can kill that. You can no longer kill that, that's okay. If they miss, like... Ooh, they missed a land drop. That's so good. So I could play Onyxilus and tick it up. But I kind of think I want to go Trespasser. Eat my Blood-Tithe Harvester. And then pass. Because if they want to get rid of this now, they're going to have to 2-for-1 themselves. They do hit their land drop, they get in for 2. Wow, okay, they're gonna do it. Very risky in my mind. I think we just slam Shieldred here. Yeah, they slam their own Shieldred. We take 2. Draw. Okay. Blood-Tithe is really good because it allows us to handle this Mastermind. If we draw a land, we can kick this, not very relevant. I guess I can see if they're willing to trade Shieldred. If they trade the Shieldred, what do I do then? I don't know, but I think it's good for me to trade. So let's do that. Or offer the trade, rather. They do not take the trade. Okay. So now I'm just going to play Archfiend. Hopefully to like really punish them for not doing that. They drew a land. Okay. Oh wow, are they just dead? So I can go Swift Spear into Lightning Strike. Attack all. They have to block the Archfiend and the Shieldred. They take... Oh wait, I can just Lightning Strike their Fairy Mastermind? Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna go Swift Spear. Lightning Strike. Alright, we're going to each draw a card, which means that they get to draw 2 cards. Alright, that dies. They lose 2 life. And now... I think we send everything in. Yeah, because that means they have to block the Shieldred, and it kills their Shieldred. So we get 2 more damage out of our Archfiend this way. Putting them down to 1. And then we'll play a Bloodtithe Harvester, and the next turn we have a Hasty Bloodthirsty Adversary. In fact, our Bloodthirsty Adversary next turn can flashback Lightning Strike and just kill them. So they are in a very rough spot, and they do concede. Awesome. 1-0 on the day. Get some nice gold, and let's get back in the queue. Versus Cauliflower. I do like Cauliflower. Alright. This looks like a pretty decent hand. Right, I believe we're going to lead off on Kumano. That way next turn we can go Swift Spear plus Cut Down. Fortified Beachhead means that they're the Soldier's deck, which I think this is a good matchup for us. Looks like they're holding up the Flash Recruit creature. So I'm going to play Sokenzan, Swift Spear, and then just get in there. Okay. Now they play their recruits. Yeah, reinforcements. I don't think I do anything now with this cut down. Interesting. What does that mean? I don't know. I am gonna pop this now, see what they do, because I really want to play this Trespasser. I'm curious. Okay, protect the negotiators. That's it. All right. So I wanted to play this Trespasser, but I kind of want to attack now. And they do need double blocking. Cut down will blow them out. Okay, so now they're playing around the removal spell to kill this Etchings. I think I like wiping their board though. So now we're way ahead on board. They played Dinnick. We we exile the Dinnick, hopefully? Excellent, that's such a good exchange for us. They're down to 8. And they pass the turn. What does that mean? More protect the negotiators, maybe? Could also mean more resolute reinforcements. Could also mean Iganjo. So if we attack, and if something gets Iganjo'd, are we okay with it? I think we are. Let's see what they do. Okay, it is the reinforcements. Let's see if they double block. They do. This is totally fine for me, I think. They're down to 6. We play a Trespasser. Put them to 5 either reinforcements. So they pass again, Trespasser flips. Okay, they play Dinnick, which does shut off our Trespasser, I want to say. Reinforcements, though. I mean, Reckless Stormseeker, though. Huh. So I could go Stormseeker. Attack? If they block like this, they go up to 7, and then they take 6. So they would live, and we would... That wouldn't be great. Or I attack with Trespasser. And then play Shieldred. I think that's better. Of course that's better, because then Shieldred kills them. But they see that. Now we play the Shieldred. Do they have anything in their upkeep to stop the Shieldred from just taking over the game? So they don't, so they're down to 5. They play reinforcements at instant speed, I'm not sure why. Play a Beachhead, play Valiant Veteran. Okay. So we can attack with Trespasser, put them down to 4. And they do have enough to chunk block our Shieldred, so we need to make it to where if we attack with Shieldred, they die. If they try to triple block her. Which I think we're already at that point. So let's go Kumano for an extra power on our Swift Spear into Stormseeker. And then I think we just swing all out, put them to 3 with this. Eat the Dinnick. Yeah. Excellent. Alright, against soldiers, I want these glistening deluges, I want the barrages, I want the whack, and I want the Shieldred. Soul Transfer is a little expensive for a removal spell versus them, though it does handle Dinnick pretty well. What do I not want? Sometimes you, like in this matchup, I think you just need to be a little bit bigger than like what Kumano and Swift Spear let you be. I don't know exactly like how to handle cutting these cards. I do think that's what we need to cut though. So maybe like something like this. I mean, which one's better? I think Kumano might be better. So we'll do this. I don't know. If anyone watching has any thoughts on like how I should handle that specific scenario where like we're against an aggro deck and we need to cut 1-drops, feel free to let me know. Tell me in the comments. This looks like a solid hand on the draw. We definitely need some lands, but having both our Shieldreds is really nice. Alright, and we did draw another land. They could go with Thalia here. Oh, they can't. They don't have white. It's really good for us. So they're holding up Protect the Negotiators, I think. Given that, I'm just gonna let them waste their mana. And then use Go for the Throw on their turn, I think. Oh, Zephyr Sentinel. I'm gonna kill this so they can't put a counter on it. I have not seen this in the soldiers builds yet. I'm gonna pass again. So they can't play Adeline. They don't have enough white. Alright, instead I am gonna try to kill this. I want to bait out any counter magic they have to hopefully stick this Shieldred. They have reinforcements, that's fine. Ooh, Archfiend? Or Shieldred? Let's do the Shieldred for now. Hey, Harbin's pretty good. Barrage is also good. So now we play Archfiend. Barrage to kill the Harbin. And there's no reason not to get in with Shieldred. This block is great for us. They lose a creature on board and they take 2 damage. Okay, to play Dinnick. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna push again. Like, they really need to do something about this, and we're hitting them for a ton of damage. Put them down to 4 with this Archfiend trigger, and now we get to go Kumano. Put them to 3. Harvester. Make it to where their Dinnick attack is really awkward. They go to 1. And this should just be a game. I don't know what they could have to get out of this. There we go. All right, more gold, more XP, and getting back in the queue. Alright, up against MU24, and this hand is pretty sick. Opponent mulliganing. Let's see if they have the cut down. They might. They do. Voltage Surge. Okay, so this is Voldaren Estate. Oh. Interesting. So this is like a vampire tribal type thing? I'm just gonna pass, see what they do. I have a lot of removal here. I'll use this lightning strike. Real Seeker. Okay. This is fine. We're gonna go Swift Spear. Go for the throw. They have another Socialite. Do we just soul transfer this? Just to get in there? I think we do. It's kind of aggressive. But if that was their best play, like, I don't know what else they could have. I guess they could be doing the, like, classic build a tribal deck and then stuff it with good TM cards so that they could shieldred me. There's Harvester. We draw another Swift Spear. So I think I play this, and then I play this. I won't be attacking, but what I want to be able to do is next turn draw something, and then buff these Swift Spears. Sorin. Okay. Well, we drew an Archfiend, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna play the Archfiend, kill their lifelinker. Oh, that didn't kill it. Oh, that was a massive punt. Alright, well I've got to send everything here, which means they have to suicide this or lose their Sorin. They choose to lose the Sorin over the lifelink flyer. Does that mean they have a way to remove Archfiend? Yeah, that was huge. I should have killed this instead. That was a really big mess up on my part. Yep. Alright, yeah, now this game's kind of slipping away from us. Okay, there's a cut down. Alright, 2 cards in hand. Another Sorin. Okay. That probably does us in. Rough. Okay. So they're a Vampires deck. Let's bring in the Shieldred, Soul Transfer. Their mana base looks incredibly greedy, so some Furnished Punishers too. Then I think again we're in a spot. Well, on the play maybe we can be aggressive, but no, not with Sorin. I think we just again want to trim on our 1-drops and try it like this. I can actually see an argument to bring in like a Duress or 2 for the Sorin, because that is kind of an issue. Play first. Yikes. No red mana. Okay. This hand's like pretty aggressive, but I like it. Let's put back Springs because it's pretty painful. We'll play this. Next turn we get a 3/3 with haste. Just too big for them to volt. Alright, hopefully we draw something relevant for this turn, and we do. Let's just cut down this, get in there. They're down to 10. Alright, let's attack, see what they do. There's a Voltage Surge that we smelled on turn 1, or turn 2. And they use their Go for the Throat, which is really big, because now we get to go land Shieldred. And then ideally they don't have another removal spell for her, they might. They don't have another Go for the Throat. Okay, Keza Koilos. There's a Sorin. So this has lifelink, not Death Touch. How do we do this? So if I attack them and they take it, they go to 3 and then 1. I think they block either way. You can hit them, because if they're gonna just sit there and draw a card with Sorin, Like, it costs some life, right? Okay, they're down to 1. Drawing 2 lands there at the end was pretty rough. Okay, that's certainly one way to get out of this. So how do I win now? Do they really have a kill spell for Shieldred? Alright, so I drew Cut Down. I cut down this dude. And then I think I do need to attack with Shieldred here. So block with Thrill Seeker. And pass. I'm gonna save this Springs in case we find a blood token. We're starting to fall behind though, even with Shieldred on board. Lots of lifelink for my opponent. Okay, there's another cut down. Down to 4, down to 2. Curious what the last card in their hand is. An Epicure that does block this turn. And I draw a land that is like the worst thing I could have drawn. I do have to attack though. There is a voltage surge. Okay, well, that will do it. GG's opponent. Ooh, especially with that. Man, I don't know what I was supposed to do differently there. Huh. Oh well, next game. Against Minuet. We will play first. This deck does love being on the play. Waiting on our opponent. I'm not sure what decisions they're making. Okay, Sogan's on. Play Swift Spear. Get in for 1. Alright, so this looks like this might be mono blue, which I think is a good matchup. Kind of just get under them. But it's hard to like, you gotta be sure to like not to underestimate them though. Okay, so blue-black. A lot of people playing blue-black lately. Tenacious Underdog. We're just gonna cut that down, I think. Cut that, cut that, cut that. Alright, down to 10. And the next turn we'll play the Archfiend. Ooh, or we play Stormseeker? I think we play Stormseeker. And then we leave back Swift Spear, that way they have to trade here. Down to 6. Alright, let's play another Stormseeker. Like, they have to counter this or something. Right, there's a Make Disappear. Do they have a removal spell? They have a Fairy Mastermind, which is going to be a removal spell in this instance. I kind of wish we had just stuck the Archfiend when we had the chance. Alright, let's go to combat, see what they do. Urtai. Play the Archfiend. Let's see if they have an answer to it. It looks like they do. Another Urtai. So I'm going to go for the throw of this Urtai. That way they go to 1. So adversary next turn can flashback. I go for the throat or something, or do I play it now? I think I hold it for next turn. They pass. I'm just gonna run this out, see what they do. If they deal with it, then I'll talk a Numa something back. I'll pay. Okay, they have the cut down. That's okay. So next turn we can actually just talk a Numa, pick it up, and then play it again. They play a 10th to Fairy. Haunted Ridge. Do I have anything in here that just kills them? So if I channel Takenuma and I find a Graveyard Trespasser, they die. Otherwise, I can get back the red werewolf and I can make them jump block. So let's do that. Oh wait, no, they just die. It's nighttime. Awesome. There we go. Against this deck, I think I want... So Soul Transfer to handle Teferi, I think is nice. I do want to trim on the cut downs. In fact, I think I actually want to bring in these barrages instead. We definitely do want to be the aggressor in this matchup. We want the Omnixilises over what, though? Maybe over a couple of Go for the Throats, because they don't have very many targets. Oh, we want the Duresses as well. So let's bring in the Duresses. We'll leave in one Go for the Throat. And then I think, even though we're the aggressor, we might want to cut some of our 1-drops just to have better top decks. So like 2 Kumanos maybe. I could also see bringing in another Shieldred over like a Swift Sphere. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. I could be sideboarding this terribly. Like, that's kind of the issue with these style of decks. I don't really know. Like with the mid-range decks, where you don't have like small 1-mana creatures, that makes more sense to me than this like aggro mid-range kind of mix mishmash that this deck is. I still think this deck is like really good though. So they're going first. I think we keep this. Not my favorite hand in the world, but we do have the combo Stormseeker into Archfiend. Alright, so our adversary's almost certainly going to get countered here. I think we pass. So they flash in Mastermind and then we can kill it. Okay, they just play Underdog. So we could exile it, but I think I want to get this down. That way next turn we can try to quote-unquote combo them. I don't want to offer this trade. Opponent tanking. They might be deciding whether or not they want to kill the Stormseeker or like slam a Sheoldred. Looks like they decided to kill the Stormseeker. Alright. Stormseeker down. We take 3. Kind of think we just play Archfiend, see what happens. I think in this matchup, I want Sheoldred to stick more than I want Archfiend to stick. So, like, if they're gonna kill it, then they can go ahead and kill it. They do not attack, they let us gain some life. That's really good. 5th land for Bloodthirsty next turn is nice. I'm gonna move to combat. Okay, they take 6. I could play Sheoldred. I think instead, I'm just gonna play out this Blood Tithe Harvester. They scatter array, okay. And then I'm gonna pass. Next turn we can adversary to Lightning Strike them. Okay, they play Liliana, so kind of punished. See if they get in. They do get in. So we get to go land, adversary, hey, Lightning Strike. We'll deal 3 damage to Liliana and then attack them for 3. We could have like a Spell Pierce here. They have Spell Pierce? Okay. It's fine. We'll kill the Lily. They have another Liliana. And I'm just gonna play the Sheoldred. And then play Black Leaf. Let's see what happens. And of course their last card is Teferi. That's really, really bad for me. They get rid of my removal spell for the Teferi. Okay. So next turn, they're going to Liliana down tick, kill my Sheoldred, right? So then do I just make a couple Ob Nixiluses? I could play one Ob Nixilus, make a Devil token. That way I have something to... Yeah, I think that's actually the play. Because there's nothing better in my deck than Shieldred right now, I think. Maybe Archfiend. So we're gonna do this. No attacks. If they want to downtick Liliana, they can. Okay, they're gonna lose 2 more life. They have to draw with Teferi here if they want this to be able to attack them as Shieldred. So now I've got to look at my graveyard, see if my other Shieldred's in here. I don't think it is. It's not. They can get an Archfiend. Do they have a Shieldred? No, they don't. So if I block with Devil... Oh, wait, I just block with Devil and then ping Liliana. Okay, Lithomanic Barrage is pretty big here. I'm gonna uptick Obnixilis, they have to take 2. So now I kill this, they have to block with this, they go to 1. And then Obnixilis kills them, okay. I could kill the Teferi here, but I think pressuring them like this is better, like just taking away resources. Right. So now they kill Shieldred. And they've got to do something about Ob. Oh, that's really good. So now we're going to uptick Ob. They discard the Sorin, and we lightning strike them. Ooh! Tough thought, but we got there. Alright, yeah, that blue-black control deck gave me a much tougher time than I anticipated. Let's keep going. Alright, up against TDO516, very catchy username. I'm gonna keep this, it's a little awkward. But, like, a black land off the top to play this on turn 3 and just, like... I don't know. That just seems really good. It's definitely a high rolling hand. Evolved Sleeper. So this is probably the mono black mid-range deck that I've been seeing people try to play. I think here we do play Bloodhead Harvester. The blood helps us draw into more lands, which we're gonna need later, and then Harvester can also just kill this thing if they try to level it up. Opponent thinking about whether or not to block here. They choose to take it, which is probably right. It's just 1 damage, right? Okay, they're continuing to tank. Alright, blue-black. We do draw land. Okay. So they can level this up in combat to be a 2/2. which would eat a Swift Spear. So what I can do instead is just kill it with my Harvester. But I kind of want them to invest the mana. I'm gonna move to attacks and attack with my Harvester. I want to see what they do. I also don't want my Stormseeker to get countered. So like, if they pump here and trade, then I'm pretty happy with it. If they don't, then I think I'm also pretty happy with it. I think I'm just gonna play the Swift Spear now and play around Make Disappear. And then we'll pass the turn. As it stands, I can't cast Soul Transfer, so I might just use the blood to discard it. Okay, it becomes a 2/2, that's fine. Not sure why they're pausing here. Maybe they have a cut down. Alright, so this one becomes a 3/3. It gains dead touch, that's fine. No blocks for me. See if they pump it. Looks like they might be thinking about it. Interesting. I think given that, I might discard this Archfiend. We have a lot of creatures on board. And if I hit into black, I like that Soul Transfer buffs my Swift Spears and removes Sleeper. Okay, we do hit the land, but it's not the land I wanted. Now I am just going to run out Stormseeker. This probably gets countered, but then we get hit for 5, and that lets my Trespasser resolve next turn. Yeah, that's fine. See if they tap out now that they have used their counter magic. They do play the Trespasser. Do they get in for 2? They do as well. I think they're dead now. We're close to it. So we're gonna go Swift Spear, Soul Transfer, exiling Trespasser, discard. They live at 1. So they can survive this. It's going to be a lot to ask. I don't think even a Shieldred does it. Alright, they do concede. Awesome. Yeah, we had a pretty nice draw there. So they are another blue-black like mid-rangey deck. I kind of do want like a couple Duresses. On the draw, I think we can cut some Swift Spears. Or maybe it's like a 1 Swift Spear, 1 Kamano. I don't love cut down versus them. I want this Shieldred. I want... Do we see anything that we want Lithomanic Barrage against? Not really. We didn't see a whole lot out of them, to be honest. I guess we'll take the Soul Transfer and like 1 Lithomanic just to see how it goes. I could see a world where we want Obnixilis, but for now, let's just run it back. Alright, let's see how this goes. This hand is really weird. I think we could do better. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, Ally does a lot more. We'll put Sulfurous Strings back because it sucks. Alright, so they play Darkslick Shores, play Evolved Sleeper. I did not draw anything to play on turn 2, but if I do, I'm going to want to play it. So let's just play this. See what they have going on. They have Liliana, 3 lands, and an Urtai. we do draw a go for the throat, which I'm just gonna snap off here. Alright, the next turn we go Stormseeker into Archfiend. They'll counter our Archfiend, which does kind of suck. But I mean, I don't think there's anything else we're supposed to be doing here. They could have had a Make Disappear. No, okay. And we are trying to make them dead, so I think we do get in. Okay, they're stopping. I think they evolve here. Still holding priority, so I don't know, if they had a cut down, I think they would have used it before my Stormseeker trigger went on. So now they're just gonna hold up this Urtai, which is actually pretty fine, I think, because now we get to get in with Storm Charge Slasher. I think I'm just gonna get in like this, because like, if we play a creature, they will definitely Urtai it, right? So this way they Urtai what I have on board. Draw a card. It's a Swift Spear. Not great here. I'm gonna play an Archfiend. An underdog. So they can level up their sleeper. They choose not to. Okay. So now, I think I play this Swift Spear, and then I attack all, and then depending on how they block, I'll go for the throat. That way the Swift Spear trades with something. Right. I think I made this a 3-3, not a 3-2. Yeah. So I messed that up a little bit. Let's just do this. It might have counter magic here, which would suck. I really misplayed this turn. Hopefully we don't get too punished for it. They are down to 8. So they're dead next turn if they can't answer Archfiend and Shieldred. Goose's Command, that's really good. That's how you get back in this kind of game. Wow. Okay, there's a Trespasser. I think we just play Shieldred though. Maybe attacking there was a little risky, now that Urtai's a 5-4. They have another... Okay, now just die. Yeah, ouch. What a swing back in their favor that Goose's Command was. Okay, on the play, I kind of want to be aggressive again. They had Urtai, Underdog. I didn't see any too much blue stuff, so I think I don't want this with a Mana Barrage. You know, rather just have it cut down over that. That's their mana base looks like. Pretty greedy. But they can definitely have 2 basic lands, so. Maybe trim a 1 Soul Transfer, maybe 1 Shieldred, and we just go like this, try to be really aggressive. In that spirit, I can see Omnixilus being okay. Now let's just try this. Alright, that's a really good aggressive hand. You can play Harvester here. The 4/3, it dodges Cut Down, it dodges any of the 2 damage spells. They could play an Underdog here. They could like Cut Down, which would be kind of annoying. Okay, they just played the Underdog. Which, with the Underdog coming down, I think I will Lightning Strike it. And then get in for 6. And I have 2 more Hasty Creatures in hand. I think at this point I really want to play this on 5 mana to flash back the Lightning Strike. There's a Misery Shadow. I don't love. However, now I get to Archfiend them. The Archfiend comes down. I'll attack with just Blood Tithe Harvester. So now they pump for the trade. Harvester gets exiled, and it gets exiled. They need to deal with Kumano and Archfiend. They play a Sheoldred. I will draw. That was an excellent draw. We're just gonna kill this. So they're gonna take 6, 7, 8. I can do 9, 10 here. Or I can wait and try to find the next land so I can flash back Lightning Strike. I think that's better. Yeah, that plays around Gix's command. Because they could do Gix's command, make us sack this, destroy everything 2 or less. Alright, they just concede. Awesome. Ooh, alright. Up a tier in Platinum. Trying to climb back up to Mythic. Alright, I think I've got time for one more match. Alright, up against more attacks. You're on the draw. Not the best place to be, but that's okay. Waiting on our opponent. I mean, that's a hand. Not the best hand in the world. Okay, that tells me we're up against either Enchantress or, what do you call it? Toxic. I hope we're against Toxic, because Enchantress is pretty favored against Rakdos. Like any form of Rakdos. Oop, okay. Uphill fight, that's okay. We do have the combo in hand. Stormseeker plus Archfiend. That might be enough here. There's Calyx. They're gonna get in for 4. Huh. So let's see. Interesting. So I could play Stormseeker, hit them for 6, down to 14. Next turn, hit them for 7, down to 7. Or I could play my other Blood Tithe Harvester, kill this Kami. Or I could play this one, kill Calyx. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill Calyx here. That might be a mistake. Because I'm taking at least 4, probably more now. Okay, 4. They just pass. I have no idea what that means. I mean, I think we just gotta get aggressive here, right? I'm gonna play this Archfiend and start smacking. I Ganja, that's okay. They're gonna take 8. Down to 9. They play Generous Visitor, hit me for 4. Play a land and pass. So there's a Swift Spear. I think we're gonna play Sheoldred. I guess we'll play the Swift Spear too because they only have a 1/1 and then we'll swing. So that vlog actually lost some more life because of the Archfiend trigger. Alright, we win! Whew! Yeah, we had a really good draw there, and they seem to have stumbled a little bit. This matchup was not favored for us. Oh my goodness, they just concede. Making a champion player's rage quit. You love to see it. Well, alright. I think that's a great way to cap off the stream. Going for about an hour and 15 minutes. It's a little bit shorter than usual, but I do have something to do at 7, about 20 minutes from now, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, but first, let's talk about the deck a little bit. So, I mean, this deck it's just really good. I won my last Friday Night Magic with it. I think if you want to play something aggressive and still play Rakdos cards, then this is kind of where you need to look. We didn't bring Furnace Punishers in at all today. I could see this becoming something else, but it is pretty good against Grixis if people are trying that still. And it's okay against the 5-color deck, but they put a lot of basics into play, so I don't really think that's where you want to be. So I can see these Furnace Punishers becoming something else. I think we brought everything else in though. I know some people might say that, like, you know, we brought Sheoldred in a lot. Maybe we should have 2 main, but I just think, you know, PVDDR did a video about this a while back where, like, some cards, even if you bring them in a lot, just belong in your sideboard. And I think that's the case for the second Sheoldred with this deck. She's good against aggro, she's good in the grinding matchups. But in game 1, I think we really just want to be primed for just getting under whatever our opponent's doing and just shutting the door with Archfiend. Sometimes game 1s can get a little grindy, so one shield is good. But post-board, whenever you know whether or not you want more of that effect, I think that's when the second one shines. But yeah, this deck's great. Like I said, I won my last FNM with it, and I actually did that without Haunted Riches, just 4 more basics, because I'm trying to keep my Pioneer deck and my Standard deck separate. So my Pioneer deck has all of my actual Rakdos mana base, and then my Standard deck has the leftovers. So with an imperfect mana base and no Sheoldreds, because they were in my Pioneer deck, I still managed to win my FNM with this deck. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty good, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you have anything to ask, any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to join us next time, and well, peace out.